Stress and anxiety relief at work. Brought to you by www.betterhealthylivingtips.com. A certain degree of stress is healthy. It keeps us on our toes and drives us to achieve. In essence, stress will cause us to lead more fulfilling lives. The difficulty here, however, is how do we create a healthy balance of stress? Too much stress and anxiety is certainly harmful to your health and well-being. What techniques can we apply to encourage stress and anxiety relief in our lives? Here are some simple ideas that can help while you're at work. Tune into your body. A simple idea it may be, but one that is the key to unlocking the box to the other stress and anxiety relief techniques that we shall examine. Be aware of the degree of stress that you're experiencing at any one moment in time. Firstly, you need to know when your stress levels are rising. Measure your stress level on a scale of 1 to 10. While you're at home, find a time when you are alone, and when you can lie down with your eyes closed. Put on your favorite relaxing music, or just sit in silence, whatever works best for you. Just let your mind wander, and do not try to hold on to your thoughts, no matter how fleeting. After 10 minutes or thereabouts, you should be aware of your stress level returning to 0. This is the gauge for measuring all other stress levels. During the day, check into the scale, and not the level of tension that you're feeling. Are your shoulders hunched and tense? How does your gut feel? Is it tight and churning? Is your jaw clenched? Take time to move. Movement is a great way to reduce stress levels. Just by getting out of your seat and moving around, you will find that your stress and anxiety levels fall. A brisk walk during your lunch break, or a short jogging session at the end of the day will reduce tension. Generally, aim to keep fit anyway. Take time for deep breathing. Simply breathe deeply, inhaling through the nostrils, then, after holding the breath for a count of 3, exhale slowly through the mouth. Take time to use your mind's powerful imagination. This is another great way to bring stress and anxiety relief into the workplace. Just take a moment or two to imagine that you are somewhere else. Hear the sound of the sea, create the vivid colors of the sky in your mind, soar off to your favorite place. Do not wait for that distant vacation, go there today. The more vivid the images, the better. This simple stress and anxiety relief technique will work. Take the time to challenge your irrational thoughts. Be aware of your inner voice and the messages that it is sending to you. Often these thoughts are based on previous mind conditioning, and the thoughts will be harmful and create unnecessary levels of stress. For example, if you are under pressure to get something done by a particular time, you may find yourself thinking, "I must get this done or else I'll be fired and need to find another job." This is probably not the case, and if it is, then you're probably better looking for another job anyway. Take the time to plan your work into smaller, manageable tasks. A large task can be overwhelming, and may need to be broken down into simpler, easier tasks to complete jobs. We meet more step-by-step targets this way, and feel a greater sense of achievement after each step is finished. Give yourself a reward for completing the smaller tasks, and do not wait for the final task before you give yourself a pat on the back. Take time to reduce caffeine intake. Have you ever seen a 2-year-old completely wired after eating too many treats or drinking cola? That's exactly what happens to all of us when we take in too much sugar or caffeine. However, unlike the child at home, we can't very well run around the office making airplane noises, we just carry the excess stress. Take time to have a play break. Some professionals keep stress balls in their workspace. A simple squeeze is all that is needed for rapid relief of stress and anxiety. Other people take a few minutes to play a game, or puzzle, on their mobile phone. Take time to blow off steam, but fairly. Don't think that you can't vent a little, but just remember, words spoken in anger can haunt you for a long time, if they're read or overheard by the wrong person. Don't put anything in email you don't want the whole office to see. Take time to understand that a little stress is worthwhile. Finally, remember that it's natural to feel stress when you leave your comfort zone. Some stress must be endured as you expand your horizons, learn new tasks, and earn new responsibilities. That kind of stress may not be much fun, but in the long run, it's worth it. If you like what we do, Why not buy us a coffee?